Simon Cowell, the famous TV mogul known for his tough persona, was never one to hide his disdain for the idea of fatherhood. For years, he made it clear that having a family wasn't a priority and that his career came first. Yet, life has a way of surprising even the most steadfast individuals. In 2013, the world was shocked when Simon learned that Lauren Silverman, the wife of his longtime friend Andrew Silverman, was pregnant with his child. This revelation set off a media storm, as Simon had not only fallen in love with Lauren, but he was also caught in an affair that led to the breakup of his friendship with Andrew. Despite the controversy, Simon came to terms with becoming a father and embraced the unexpected responsibility. The birth of Eric Cowell, a turning point. Simon's life took a dramatic turn when his son, Eric, was born. The birth of Eric in 2014 brought a new sense of purpose and emotional depth to Simon's life. Despite his initial hesitation, becoming a father transformed Simon in ways he never anticipated. Eric's birth brought back memories of Simon's late father, Philip Cowell, who passed away in 1999, and it gave Simon a reason to reflect on his own life choices. Holding Eric for the first time, Simon was overwhelmed with emotion, a feeling that he had not experienced before. The joy and responsibility of fatherhood forced Simon to reconsider his workaholic lifestyle and the importance of family and health. The change in Simon's priorities and health. Before Eric, Simon was known for his relentless work ethic, often putting in long hours and neglecting his personal health. However, fatherhood brought about a significant shift in his mindset. As a new father, Simon's priorities began to change. He started to value spending time with his son, reading bedtime stories, and engaging in family activities. These simple moments allowed him to reconnect with emotions that had long been buried beneath his demanding career. The birth of Eric also prompted Simon to make healthier lifestyle choices. He quit smoking and started focusing on his well-being, not just for himself, but for the sake of his son. Dealing with grief, the loss of his mother. Simon Cowell's grief journey began long before Eric's birth. In 2015, he lost his mother, Julie Brett, who had been his rock after his father's passing. The death of his mother sent Simon into a deep emotional slump. He described this period as one of desperation and unhappiness, where he buried himself in his work to escape the pain. Despite his fame and success, Simon felt incredibly lonely and disconnected. He struggled with his mental health, and his career became more of a distraction than a source of fulfillment. However, the birth of Eric brought a shift in Simon's approach to grief. While he would always miss his mother, his son's presence gave him a new way to cope. The healing power of fatherhood. Eric's presence in Simon's life proved to be a healing force. The innocence and joy that Eric brought into Simon's world were exactly what he needed to start processing his grief in healthier ways. For the first time in years, Simon found purpose outside of his career. He began to appreciate the simple joys of fatherhood, like feeding his son or playing together. These moments allowed Simon to heal slowly, helping him reconnect with the world around him. Simon often speaks of how Eric saved him from the depths of his depression, providing him with a reason to keep going each day. Eric's laughter and love became a reminder that life could still hold happiness, even after deep loss. Simon's near-death experience and a wake-up call. Just as things were beginning to improve for Simon, tragedy struck again. In 2020, Simon suffered a near-death experience when he fell off his electric bike and broke his back. The accident was so severe that it could have left him paralyzed. Simon was forced to face the reality of how fragile life is, and the event became a pivotal moment in his life. It also forced him to reconsider his priorities. For years, Simon had been living at a fast pace, working tirelessly, and often neglecting his health. However, the accident made him realize how important it was to take care of himself, both for his sake and for his family. His recovery journey was difficult, but it became a turning point in Simon's life. Lauren Silverman, a rock. During the storm, Throughout Simon's recovery, Lauren Silverman, his partner and mother of his child, proved to be his unwavering support. The injury was a test of their relationship, but Lauren's commitment to Simon during this tough time showed just how strong their bond was. She stood by him through months of rehabilitation, providing emotional support and encouragement. Simon often expressed how much he appreciated Lauren's presence in his life, recognizing that love and commitment could weather even the hardest storms. The accident not only tested Simon's physical limits, but also revealed the depth of his relationship with Lauren and the importance of having a solid support system during times of crisis. The heartbreaking loss of Liam Payne. Just as Simon was beginning to recover and regain a sense of balance in his life, another devastating loss hit him. In October 2024, Simon received the heartbreaking news that Liam Payne, a former member of the boy band One Direction, had tragically passed away. Liam, whom Simon had mentored and helped form into a global star, died after falling from a hotel balcony in Buenos Aires. Simon was devastated by the news, describing it as a loss that cut deep. He had worked closely with Liam and the rest of One Direction since their early days on The X Factor and had seen them grow from hopeful contestants into international superstars. Grieving the loss of Liam Payne. Liam's death affected not only Simon, but also the entire One Direction family. Simon had a unique bond with all the members of the band, especially Liam, whom he had mentored throughout the years. The tragic news brought back painful memories of his own losses, particularly the death of his mother, and it reminded Simon of the fragility of life. He publicly mourned Liam, sharing fond memories of their time together and expressing how much the young singer had meant to him. The loss was a stark reminder of how quickly life could change, and it left Simon grappling with grief once again. He found himself reflecting on the importance of cherishing the people in his life while they were still here. The lasting impact of Liam's death. The impact of Liam Payne's death was felt deeply by Simon and those close to him. Liam's passing marked the end of an era for One Direction and left a permanent void in the hearts of fans and colleagues alike. For Simon, it was a painful reminder of the fleeting nature of life and the importance of seizing each moment. Liam had used his platform for good, advocating for important causes and bringing joy to millions around the world. His untimely death not only affected the One Direction family, but also left a lasting impact on Simon's life. Despite all the fame and success, Simon realized that nothing in life was guaranteed, and the loss of Liam was a somber reminder to appreciate what truly mattered.